If I wanted to create a new online community for my creator business, here's what I would do. There are basically two paths. Either you already have an existing topic and audience, but you want to know what exactly to build your community around, or you're starting totally from scratch as a brand new creator. And both are totally fine. Wherever you're starting this from, by the end of this video, you'll have 3 non-obvious tips you can follow to finally launch that community you've been looking to start and make actual money with it. And by the way, my name is Ryan Ellis. I'm a full-time creator with a community of my own in the music niche on Sphere. And this is what I've learned so far that's working for me. So here are 3 tips for a strong community topic, starting with my first one. So when it comes to picking a topic for your community, you've probably heard this one before. Find the intersection of what you're passionate about, what you're uniquely good at, and what the market demands. Now, this is still solid advice, but it's also kind of generic. How do you actually do any of that? I don't personally think that goes far enough to help you get moving on a dynamite community topic. So let's get a little bit more tactical with some tips based on what's actually working in the world of online communities right now. Okay, so on to my first tip, which is to niche down a lot. You want to win in the niches. So one online community I found that's really blown up recently is DIY donkey hoof cleaning. And I'm not joking, bear with me here now. General interest-based communities are too broad to really go anywhere, especially if you want to make money with your community. Members won't just pay to join a group that talks about anything and everything under the sun. There's not enough urgency or specificity there. Now, as an example, in the world of health, would you pay to join a How to Be Healthy community that talks about all health topics ever? Or would you pay for a community that supports women with thyroid issues? Exactly, right? These days, it's super important to go narrow and deep on your community topic. And honestly, if you're a little uncomfortable with how niche down you're getting, that's probably a good place to be. And once you have a niche down topic idea, we need to attach some numbers to it. So the next tip is to find a tangible community purpose. A lot of communities right now have a clear and quantifiable purpose, either in their actual name or at least in their about section. What's important here is you don't just go with a narrow sliver of a topic and call it a day. There's a defined outcome for anyone who joins. Typically, this boils down to a few specific numbers, like I will help X audience type achieve Y outcome in Z period of time. So let's consider a wealth-based topic this time. And say if you're a financial planner, you can present your community with a community purpose like design your comprehensive financial plan in 90 days. Or you could even promise something loftier like turn your 401k into a top hedge fund with investing strategies that get results. The point is, even if your community promise is more of an internal compass than a public pronouncement, it's absolutely crucial that you know why somebody would want to join your community and how you can help them. Because right now, people are paying for transformation, not just for more information. Now, if it feels like you have an idea or two for your community, but you're not sure which one to go with, you need to try my favorite tip, which is tip number 3, let the audience decide. Your audience is really good at telling you what they want, both passively and actively, and here's what I mean by that. If you publish content regularly on YouTube and Instagram, send out emails to a list, record a podcast, any wide-reaching content efforts with a decent number of people on the other side, then your audience is already telling you what they want. Each piece of content you put out there is an experiment. You're testing the hypothesis that people will like it. So take note of how your content is performing and double down on what's working. After a while, you should notice a trend that could be your money-making online community idea. In my case, I publish videos about music, and on YouTube, most of my popular videos are all about music production, instruments, and guitar tones. So obviously, it wouldn't be a stretch for me to set up a community on finding your perfect tone as a musician, or mixing and mastering your guitar, or recording a professional song. Now, this is one passive way to point you toward a good community topic, but what about the audience actively telling you what they want? With this approach, you're watching for comments, email replies, DMs, things like that. Basically, any proactive outreach where people are telling you what they want from you. But assuming you don't have this either, the most active approach to asking your audience is running a poll or sending out a survey. If you have a strong online presence, platforms like YouTube and Instagram make it easy to put out a poll to your audience. That's a great way to ask your audience what they want. If you don't, then I would build a survey opt-in page like this running example that we have up on screen and put your whole focus at getting at least 100 people to take your survey. All right, so we have 3 tips that should be useful to narrow in on a topic for your online community, and hopefully those can help you find a winning idea to build your community around. But now it's time to break down what the process of launching your topic looks like for existing creators versus brand new creators. And first up is a playbook for an existing creator. You want to survey your audience. So here's where we're at. You have an audience online somewhere. Maybe YouTube, maybe Instagram, maybe LinkedIn, maybe an email list. You already know your audience pretty well. And all of this gives you a great head start, but you're not done yet. Remember that community survey idea I shared? Well, that's your focus until you figure out the community topic for your new online community. And there's a very structured way of doing this. I want you to map out the specific questions you have for your audience. What's your biggest challenge as a musician right now? What are you hoping to achieve in your music journey? Do guitar lessons sound interesting to you? As you get more defined in your process, you can even start running ideas by your audience to get their take. Remember my music example that I keep bringing up? I could literally set up a survey question just like this. Based on the following names, which community would you most want to join? Guitar Tone Workshop, Guitar Recording School, or Guitar Mastery Academy? All right, now you've gone beyond just asking for topic ideas and you're getting feedback on the name of your community. And guess what? You can do the same thing for your logo, your offer, and all kinds of other aspects of your community and your creator business. If you're an established creator and you want to know what to make a community about, asking your own audience is the perfect place to start. Tip number 2 is a playbook for a brand new creator. You want to borrow your audience. Now, if you're starting from scratch, in many ways, that's a liberating place to be. You don't have any existing audience with their own expectations, so you can truly design a community with no limits or constraints. But it is tougher to start when you don't have people you can immediately go ask about what they want. So the trick here is to borrow your audience. If you've got the chops for it, make some podcast appearances, join some Facebook groups, write a guest blog, jump into Reddit threads, comment thoughtfully on bigger creators' posts in your space. Do whatever it takes to start getting in front of people who already care about your topic. And instead of surveying your existing audience, you're going to be a little bit scrappier and have 10 real conversations. Just 10. DM 10 people who fit the audience you think you want to serve and ask them 3 simple questions. What are you struggling with right now around the topic? What have you already tried to fix it? If a community existed that helped you with a specific outcome, would you want in? And that's it. 10 conversations that will teach you more about your future community than 10 weeks of guessing ever will. And here's the bonus. Many of those 10 people may become your founding members. So you're not just doing market research at this stage, you're actually building your launch list at the same time. So there you have it. Whether you're an established creator surveying the audience you already have, or a brand new creator borrowing one to get started, the path to a community people will actually pay for comes down to the same 3 things. You want to win in the niches, find a tangible purpose, and let the audience decide. If you nail those, you're not just starting another group chat that fizzles out in 3 weeks. You're building something people are excited to be part of and even pay for. If I were starting my community over from zero today, this is exactly the playbook I'd run. And here's the best part. The creators I see winning right now in the community space aren't the ones with the biggest followings. They're the ones who got specific, made a real promise, and listened to what their audience wanted. Now, before you close this video, I want you to do something. Pick your niche, write out your community purpose in that X audience achieves Y outcome in Z time format, and draft 3 survey questions you could send out this week. Don't overthink it, just get moving. And one other quick thing. Once you've got your topic locked in, you'll need somewhere to actually host your community. I run mine on Sphere because it keeps everything, members, content, payments, chat, all in one place instead of duct taping 5 different tools together. Links down in the description below if you want to check that out. And now, best of luck on your community building journey. You're going to build something incredible, and I'll see you in the next one.